Hey guys, uh, last year, um, my students gave me a birthday present to buy some lessons with a pro, and they did it again this year. So I'm going over last year's. I'm reviewing last year's files to get ready. Now I've attempted to put them all in one spot here, so there I can and make comments, and I need to go over them. And I figure may as well record. It could easily be someone out there that says, "Oh, I always wondered about that." So anyway, I'm going to do this out loud for my own benefit and to remember. Ah, this isn't an actual game. This is a position taken from another game. I had someone play this white against me, and I tend to carry this thought of attack white, right? This is a strong attack against white. I'm developing the whole area 1, area 2, and my A group will easily live. A bad idea, very bad habit of mine. For instance, as black and white are fighting here, the A group is getting advantages as it chases B. So it's not that much of an attack on A because I have a weak group. Secondly, area 1 and area 2 are both very invadable. So it's false on both sides. So instead, we have the wonderful proverb, play from your weak group. So this way, now we have something real and solid. And now we're getting actual points. White's the only one with the weak group. We're taking one practical corner rather than a possible corner and bottom area. Okay, that was idea 1. Next, let's get to the position. Oh, here. I used to play this way all the time. I mean, here I am getting out. Heck, Sente. I'm way out. I'm strong. The corner's mine. And I have a big wall so that now when I attack, more and more and more. Bad thinking. Instead, this way. Now we know why this takes the corner, right? Because black, white, dun, 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 dun. There's a cut here. Very annoying cut. As the game progresses, this cut's going to be meaningful and the corner's not ours. But if we already had a stone anywhere like here, then he couldn't cut because it's putting himself in a tie. So if white just plays here, the corner's mine. We have that same next move. And the best part, black A is still weak. So that was great to see. We looked at that. Here, I had questions about White's lonely stone there. A little difficult to settle. So what about giving it to Black? And he's last year at this time he was pro 1 Dawn, and this year this time he's 3 or 4 Dawn pro. Even if C can comfortably live, says that B's possible, but not his style at all. But how can White live comfortably? If we play our regular move and Black submits and Black jumps out, good, fine. White did well. But what if and now White is real happy? Because now same thing, except we have thickness and are invading the top. So those are all great. Since the problem is, now what? Generally speaking, notice how strong A is. So there's no countering the B group at all. Because usually we're not in this position. But White went out of his way to make sure A was super strong. So the best we can do is just come out and just give Black a big top area. And so it's just a bad idea. See if there's anything else here. Looked at that one. Right. Even this one, if there you go. If Black jumps out ahead, then Black can hane and maybe even double hane. He's growing the top. So far, we were thinking, oh, as long as we stabilize our C group. But all of a sudden, yeah, we're stabilizing, but Black's getting too much on top if he jumps out to D. See what else ideas there are. We did that one. Okay. What I did is I brought him the pro mini board positions, and we looked at them all, and I asked questions. Okay, we looked at all that. Brings us to here. AI has taught us that this move is better. We'll see why in a minute. So the question was that I asked him, should Black press at A? Generally, no, because we might want to play at B later. B is also a move that hurts White's weakness at A. But on this board, this is extremely unlikely because I have that B group. Why do I want to extend off the B group? So the high likelihood is, yeah, we're going to want to play this way. So he says it's not bad, but there's no reason to play it yet. It might be a cool threat later. Because the idea that white plays here, what's white doing? Building the top? That doesn't make any sense. So since white's not going to play it, there's no rush. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see where we're at. Oh, black plays. So this variation we're looking at, because of A, black did not play B. C is sente because the A stones are in danger, all 5 of them. But if we switch that black stone around, now we get sente. Only the 3 stones are in jeopardy, and that doesn't affect our group. White picks up 6 points in Gote, big deal. We already know that one. And now, black to play. Which of the marked ones? Sometimes we say, well, white's area is getting kind of big. I think I'll play C and reduce it. And indeed, if that's the next big area, sure. But no, black has this big moyo on the right. So I'm on the wrong button, just a second. This idea, we see the right growing very nicely. We probably don't use this move specifically because as a contact play, we're forcing white to get stronger, and there's no reason to do that. So instead, his first idea was just be totally flatten white and grow the right. He says, actually, you can play the soft move if you want, because what white's getting isn't nearly as big as what black's getting. And A, of course, is just ignoring all interesting pieces. Okay. We looked at that. We looked at that. We looked at that. Okay. Back over here. We looked at that. We looked at that. Okay. Here. Ah, black coming up, which is the Jiseki. White Hanes. Well, Hane for sure, because we can just kill the corner for 1. So yes, we Hane. But now, do we keep coming up? A or B is the question. And he's like, oh, clearly B. There are a few pieces here. Let's look at the clearly B. And let's continue that on. What he's saying is black is way better. Not just a little better, way better. It was very hard for me to see. Because white's Mario is 3 times the size. And that's not what he saw. What he's saying is tiger's mouth, burning bright. There's no help for white on top. On the left, there's space, cuts. He's saying that white has bad shape. Well, what do you mean? In what way is it bad shape? Says, well, what's white going to do? Give you the corner? If white takes the corner, then that's a real cut. I can't say Atari because Atari, we just walk out. Even if the cut didn't work, the peep alone makes things easier for black. So I had to study this one. The idea that black is excellent and white is poor. That was hard to grasp. Okay, we looked at that. We looked at that. We looked at that. Okay. I pushed, which asks white to fix his A problem. All of a sudden, white's not having weaknesses. Okay, the white weaknesses have disappeared, but black's has not. Okay. Saw that one. Trying to remember what we're looking at. Maybe we're just getting to the position. Okay. I was asking about A, and he's saying there's no rush to play here. This is trying to kill the group. It's better just to get your own group out first. No need to come down. Talked about that. Get out. Okay, here. White has two weak groups. I had played this way, thinking defend A. As I attack B, B runs out, and then I help C. And he's like, no, this white move asks black to put more stones near the weak C group. You want to run away from each other. So I ran to the right. He pushed me up. I didn't ask him to hurt my A group. He hasn't played any moves near my A group. So that's a really good principle that I've been using all the time. Here, he was pointing out The A group has a good amount of room to live. While if here, let's do it the other way. It has less room to live. Let's do it this way. So if we imagine the original C pinch at B, the tight one, what's white going to do? It's very difficult to settle. So he was saying, anytime there's a tight pinch, then we don't try to fight. We don't do this fight. We don't do this fight. Because A's hurting us so much, we have to play this way. So the other pinches, feel free to fight however you want. But with the tight pinch, there's not room. So you have to sacrifice. Okay. Let's see what else there is. Looked at that one. Here I asked, I found myself concerned about white A. And he was thinking it's a little silly because it's just weak. And there's lots of ways of hurting the weakness. His favorite was black, white, black, and there's like just nothing. I don't know. Okay, so we did that. Out. We don't have to be concerned about this white move because even if white grows it, it's still pretty small. We can reduce it whenever we want. So the left is not important. Okay. Looked at that. We looked at that. This one. Don't have to worry about A. There's that A-B question we talked about earlier. Yeah. I guess that covers the bulk of those questions. Oh, this question. I played a game where I started on the 5-5. And here I wondered just how to think about it. We're saying this is fine. It's a little slow, but white's response, why is white bumping his head against a thick black structure? White's worse off. Black's a little slow, but white's weak. So this is fine. This is also this is fine. And now I was trying to get a handle on where to play. Say, well, what's up with this? And he's like, well, in the upper right, 2 black, 2 white. White has life and points, black has neither. So locally, white's ahead. You need to do something to make use of your stones. So this, there you go, making use of your stones. Or if you want to do this first, yeah, these are all great. Okay, that's it. Hope you learned something from my learning things. Catch y'all later.